Thanks, Carl Corley. Taoiseach, can I ask, are audits currently being undertaken in communities where decisions have been taken to place refugees? Because as far as I can see, none are being carried out. And in my own constituency of Wicklow, there are over 100 Ukrainians now in a small rural village of Carnew, which has a part-time GP service, and it currently takes 2 to 3 weeks for people to get an appointment. The local secondary school is at capacity. They're relying on porta cabins which are stacked high, and pupils are crammed in. Similar issues in Tinnahealy and in Balderglass, where there are sizable numbers of Ukrainians located. And now we hear that IPAS are looking at a premises in Dunlavin, another rural area, to house 32 people, an area with similar challenges in respect to school places, GPs, etc. This is rural West Wicklow, Taoiseach, where public transport is non-existent. So can I ask you, Taoiseach, is the government being led by speculators who are making millions from this process, or is there an actual plan that looks at services and amenities in areas before a decision is taken and address any deficit? Otherwise, the government is failing communities and indeed refugees.
Taoiseach.
There's only one thing we're being led by, and that's the realities around the world and the realities on the ground. There are more people on the move in the world now than at any time since the Second World War. Millions of people have left Ukraine. People leaving Africa and the Middle East for lots of different reasons: poverty, conflict, war. About 1.5 to 2 million people entered the European Union irregularly last year. Not a surprise that 1 or 2% of them might come to Ireland. In relation to Ukraine, I'm proud of the fact that we've welcomed 100,000 Ukrainians to Ireland. I don't think we'll regret that in 10 or 20 years' time. I think it reflects very good in our society. About 80,000 of them are still here. Appreciate that puts pressure on services anywhere the population increases. What we try to do around healthcare is provide a visiting GP service so that it doesn't put additional pressure on existing practices, provide additional resources to the schools as well, and where we can put in transport.
Thank you, Taoiseach.
But I totally appreciate that in some places that still hasn't been done or is still in process.
Thank you, Deputy.